jalilade rahase Champions League ek hada gas mein hanguman kick ve java naramenne bhagi dulanne bhidi dasate goal ek gannai sit sarasenne samarok venne sabdeta denne we are one game one heart one game one heart Champions League this is where we start together we dream together we fight we are the champions under the light
Football புது மொழியே இரங்கள் மதங்கள் கடந்திடுமே ஒன்றாய் இணைந்து பயணித்தொன்றாய் எல்லைகள் தாண்டிடுவோம் The lights are shining, the crowd will roll. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally
one game one heart Champions League this is where we start together we dream together we fight we are the champions hey oh one dream one star hey oh one game one heart Champions League forever we play the spirit of football
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
A very good evening to all our viewers joining us live here from the Kalaniya Football Complex. We are here for a crack of a match. It's Matara City Club taking on Super Sun SC. And I'm joined here in the combox with a good friend, Randip Senanayake. Good evening, Randip.
Good evening, Bilal. Good evening. Definitely an exciting match for this Sri Lanka Football Champions League relegation round, and it's week two. Super Sun last week definitely had a strong match, but Matara City went down last week, so they'll be looking for a victory this week. An exciting and enthralling match coming ahead, but Super Sun definitely very strong up front, Bilal. So it'll be very interesting to see how Matara City's defense deals with them.
Definitely, Randip. And these are officials for today. It's TF Sudin who will be looking after proceedings of this game, assisted by Dinesh Pitagala, Indunil Sandakalum, and of course the fourth official, M. Hassan. And like you did mention, Randip, Super Sun, actually pretty good team up front. And it looks like that's why Matara City have decided to go with 5 defenders for today. So they have a backline of 5 people consisting of Rusiru Lakshan, Johan Bimsara, Isaac Adevu, one person to look out for, Mohammad Afran, and Nadil De Silva. Because in their midfield, they'll be having Nimna Kacharit, Mohammad Nafil, Aful Yusuf, and Arvin Kaushika, with a lone attacker in Andrews Nana, who's pretty good at what he does as well.
And lining up for Super Sun, it'll be in the defense, Shamal Ahmed, Michael Ubarak. Apologies for the butchering of the name. Let's go with Michael for now. And Ranga Mendis and the captain Azam Muhammad as well. And in goal will be Shalita Tilaksiri. And in the midfield it will be Kamara Jr., Namal Kasunga, and Kubena Bonsu, and Raish Ahmed, the 4 for the midfield. And up front will be the dangerous attackers, Ismail Abumere, and if I'm not mistaken, just the sole forward attacker for them as well. And Rinas Ahmed as well.
Super Sun here, enjoying some possession. Given away now to Matara City Club. Exchange of possession again. Tussle in the midfield there. But now it looks like there is an opportunity for Super Sun, but well dealt with there by the Matara City Club defender. It was Ismail Abumere up there in the wing for Super Sun there. He was just waiting for someone to come into the box so that he could make that cross. Unfortunately for him, the defender got there first.
It was Andrews Nana that went down in the box, looking for a penalty, but definitely a fair challenge there. Good run down the wing, but just coming short in the box. A good clearance by the defender, and a dink of a cross by Johan Bimsara, trying to find his attackers, and just a bit of a wayward shot there. And that brings the first attack from Matara City to an end.
Because in the blue jersey is Super Sun, and donning the orange jerseys is Matara City Club. Long pass there by the goalkeeper, Shalita Tilakasiri.
Quick free kick taken, and it's Afran on the ball, but loses position. And captain Azam Ahmed to Bonsu. Bonsu playing out wide. But once again, position given away. It's been a constant tussle for position that we've seen in these relegation round matches. No team being able to gain control or maintain position for long periods of time. But the ball given away in a dangerous spot, and it's Matara City looking for that final shot in the last third. But it'll be a throw in for them.
Matara City once again doing well and into the box. Michael just cutting off Andrews Nana there. And easy as it does for Shalit Tilakasiri. Andrews Nana attempting for a high press there. Once again, long ball by Tilakasiri. Well intercepted by Supersan to disrupt that attack by Matara City. Apologies.
Ponsu challenged very well there. And position has been turned over in a dangerous spot.
I have to say that the Matara City is doing extremely well in these opening few minutes. They are pressing high, not allowing Supersan to play their normal game. And Supersan, despite having those big names in their playing 11, are just unable to find any semblance of control so far.
Definitely, Bilal. I think it'll be a tussle of position, like I mentioned earlier. In these first 10 minutes, we'll have to see which team comes out on top in terms of keeping calm and maintaining a bit more position than they normally would like. And I think Matara City, not last week as well, not known for keeping position like Supersan. But Supersan last week, Bilal, in the first half, it was a tussle for position. No team really getting a grip of it, and they were actually 2 goals down. But in the second half, they did come really, really strong and managed to get the victory. So I think Supersan, it takes a bit of time for them to settle in. So they'll be hoping that Matara City's attacks will be controlled, and later on they can get some position. At the moment, the cross in the box, but cleared away by the defender, and it's very well dealt with there by Johan Bimser. Very well timed tackle and managing to catch a Supersan attack, and quick throw in there by Ahmed. I think it's Renas Ahmed who's looking for the cross. Beautiful turn and into the box he goes, but straight to the goalkeeper. Pretty easy, calm and cool collected there by Mohamed Renas.
First real attacking threat there by Supersan. We'll want to see much more of that. And like you did mention, Randev, usually they do take a bit of time to get into that rhythm. And I feel like in the previous round, that was what made them fail as well. I would say made them go to these relegation rounds instead of the Super 8. Because when you're playing at this level, you need to find that rhythm as soon as possible. And with those strong teams up front in that Super 8 round, when they started firing, it was just a little too late. They had just let the game slip away a little too much, despite having that talent. So that is something that they'll have to work on in this relegation round, and hopefully for the next season as well. Matara City also going all out here. Huge attempt at a cross there by Rinaz Ahmed, but the ball goes out. Rather hopeful attempt. And that's a goal kick for Matara City Club, who will once again look for that long ball here. And that's something most teams have resorted to, run this long ball.
Yeah, compared to what we see in the international stage, where the goalies tend to just go build position from the back line. Uh, it's a constant where they do take the long ball and look for the dink over the defense just to catch the defense off guard. So, will we see a difference in tactics today? We'll have to wait and see. But for now, ball is cleared, and unfortunately, not a great job done by Raish Ahmed to bring that ball down. So, position back with Matara City. And we can easily say one of the players to watch out for Matara City is Mohammad Afran, isn't it, Bilal? He seems to be very active down the wing on the right hand side of our screens.
Definitely, and it's rather interesting to see that in our team sheet he has been pegged as a defender, but he has been consistently playing in that right wing channel for Matara City Club. So interesting to see how his workload will remain as the match progresses, because once you keep backtracking and going forward, you're bound to get fatigued as well.
Once again, a long ball searching for Afran, but it is called offside. That's something that we'll see time and time again in this match, because teams do look for that long ball or that through ball bisecting the defense. At the moment, a bit of pressure by Matara City. That's very well done to put pressure on the defense, but still it'll be a goal kick for Supersan.
Minutes in, and Matara City so far have been maintaining quite a high press, but it will remain to be seen if they can consistently keep doing that. It is a 90-minute game, and the coach won't be very happy with this attempt by the Supersan defender. Shamal Ahmed usually much better than that. Just that press there by the Matara City Club attacker, putting pressure on him, forcing an error there.
Double lapse in concentration there by Bimsara, and losing out. And a quick free kick will be taken by Bonsu. Looking for Rinaz Ahmed, but the ball does trickle out and go for another goal kick for Matara City. Both teams just trying to get a grip of this game.
Rinaz Ahmed attempting to steal that ball, but done quite well there by the defender to get it through.
Pretty decent layoff there by Andrews Nana, trying to look for Chirat, but it was a bit too hard on that pass. And position is overturned, and quickly Supersan on the ball for another throw in. Will always be the case, Bilal, where Rinas Ahmed will be the most sought out player in this Supersan team. The ball will find him irrespective of where he is. Seems to be the case always, and he's definitely a good active defender as well. If he does lose out on the ball, he tracks back and manages turnover position. So he definitely is a star player for them, and it will be very interesting to see whether he'll be the one to break the deadlock in this game. As heading into the first 15 minutes of this game, no particular team seems to have got a shot on target even. So not what you would like to see in a exciting and heated game such as this, especially with Supersan on the field. You expect a couple of shots to be on target.
It's interesting that you mentioned that, Ramdev. It almost feels like in these opening few minutes that Supersan is resorting to just one channel of defense there, which is on that right wing through Rinaz Ahmed, and which is confusing to me because Abu Mere is quite good with his right foot as well. But right as we say that, here's Rinaz Ahmed attempting to go for a shot there, rather hopeful shot. Abu Mere there, just disappointed that he didn't opt for the cross instead. Rather hopeful shot there, and Abu Mere almost unmarked. Just disappointed that the cross didn't come for him.
He should have definitely cut back there and look for Abu Mere instead of going for that shot, Bilal. Definitely a missed opportunity there for Supersan. And bit of an unwanted challenge there by Kamara Jr. We have not seen much of him in the first 15 minutes. Normally, he does control the midfield for Supersan. And he'll be looking to bring about his magic in this game to ensure that Supersan secures a victory here, which will definitely help them in this relegation round. The moment Bonsu. Bit of a dangerous clearance there. Shirat doing very well to challenge that Supersan defense.
Ball stolen away from Aful Yusuf there. Once again, an exchange of position. And here's the cross into the box. Just not getting that header right there, Andrews Nana. He made contact with that ball, however, just wasn't able to get the direction right. And Shalith Tilakasiri would be counting his lucky stars. Because had Nana gotten that in the right direction with such close proximity to the goal, there was very less chance of Tilakasiri actually saving that. Matara City have given away possession once again. Will be interesting to see what Supersan do here. Nothing has worked for them so far. Good 1-2 there. Only for the ball to be given away. It's an unnecessary foul there by the big number 8, Michael, who in an attempt to press high just gets the tackle on Andrews Nana wrong.
Bit of an unwanted foul there by Michael, and it's roughly about the second or third foul he has committed so far, so he'll definitely be on the referee's list for a potential yellow card if he does commit a foul next time. But a high hanging kick there and almost falling for Andrews Nana there. And was it a clearance that went across the goal? I'm not too sure. Just have to see whether we can get the replay on that. But a bit of a dangerous clearance there by the Supersan defense. Nearly going back into their own net.
Definitely was not the ideal clearance. And for a minute, I thought the ball would just trickle into the goal there. Supersan living dangerously here in these opening few minutes. So far, as the clock nears that 20-minute mark, neither team has really had too much of an attacking threat. But here's a chance now for Matara City Club. An attacking set piece. Opportunity for a cross. And it's the big man, Isaac, taking the cross. Well done there by Tilakasiri, the keeper, to keep that away. And here's the number 9, Ismail Abumere, with the ball at his feet, but well defended there by Matara City Club to stop that counter.
Isaac Adevu trying to catch Chilakasiri off guard there, trying to sneak a very impressive goal there, but quickly position turned over and the counter attack by Ismaila, and that results in a corner for them, and Kamara Jr. to take the corner for Super Sun.
Here's the corner, and almost an identical one, Randiv. The keeper doing just enough to keep that away. Here's the counter now initiated by Matara City Club. Here's Aful Yusuf. Ball at his feet, and he goes for a shot, but sails rather comfortably above the goal. Not troubling the goalkeeper at all there.
Just lacking a bit of direction there. He had good power on that shot. Would have definitely troubled Tilak City there if Aful managed to get that on target. It's again a restart in play from the goal kick. And Nimnaga Chirat trying to get a hold of that ball, but possession given away, and a throw in for Super Sun. It's again in the highlight here. Powerful shot there by Aful, but not keeping that ball down. So definitely Tilak City will have to keep in mind that that boot of Aful will be very dangerous for the rest of the 70 minutes of this game. At the moment, Bonsu losing out on possession, and it's a Nimnaga Chirat. Quick.
Foul on Yusuf, and ball taken quickly here. Here's Andrews Nana in the box. Ball still alive. Andrews Nana, ball at his feet. Attempts to pass it there, and a dive. Looked like a dive there by the number 19, Mohammad Afran, and the ref has kept play going on.
Two falls in the box, and both players looking for a penalty, but I think it was a bit of a desperate plea there. So again, can see first one, definitely a 50-50 there between the two players. Oh, actually there might be contact before the ball, Vilas, so not too sure whether that's potential penalty or not, but it's referee Sudin who has the final say. And Chirat to Aful looking for a good pass towards Andrews Nana, but cleared away by the defense pretty easily.
Play so far by both teams have been rather chaotic, Randeep. Chaotic in every sense. Both these teams will have to make sure that they keep possession, slow down the pace of the game just a little bit, so that they can actually do something, create some chances with the ball. Here's Madras City Club once again attempting to go through that left wing channel. Andrews Nana and the number 11 Nimnaga Charit in that left wing, isolated by the defense there and done extremely well by Super Sun. Unfortunately, they've given it away to Aful Yusuf, who seems to be in a bit of pain there. Good bit of skill there as well to get past the defender. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get the result he was expecting. And here's Isaac Adevu now. Opportunity to cross it into the box here and break that deadlock, Randev. They've got 6 people in that box. Isaac Adevu looking for that far corner, and here's a header Right into the hands of the goalkeeper there. Tilaka Siri. Not challenged at all.
And a quick kick taken there by Tilakasiri, looking for Rinas Ahmed and Ismaila, but Mohammad Rinas comes off his line and collects that ball pretty easily. And once again, position with Supersan. Looking for the cross and almost falling for Ismaila. And dealt very well there by Nimna Kachirat, making sure that the cross doesn't come off by Namal Kasunga. So definitely Matara City, not only the attack, but the defense seems to be pretty solid at the moment as well. So seems to be that Matara City, the team on top at the moment. But it's anyone's game. If that first goal does come off from Supersan, it will be very difficult for Matara City to climb. And the ball does fall in the box, but cleared away by the defenders. So again, Ranga Mendis to Kamara Jr. Kamara Jr. weaving his way through the box. A lovely 1-2 there. And trying to get the ball into the middle of the box. But Matara City doing really well to keep their cool. And the ball does go for a throw in.
Yes, Shamal Ahmed with the throw in to Kamara Jr., who overcooks that cross there. Will be a goal kick for Matara City Club as a result, and all that pressure put on the Matara City Club's defense to no avail. The score still at 0-0 for both these clubs. As we approach the half-hour mark here at the Scalania Football Complex, will be interesting to see if either of these teams change what they are doing, or if they will keep going the same way that they are so far, that they have been going so far. Something that has been missing from both these teams is that the midfield hasn't been quite as strong as they would expect it to be, as they have been. But right as we say that, here's Andrews Nana with the cross with the pass into the box. Tilak Kasiri there rushing onto the ball, making sure the Matara City Club attacker doesn't get a lot of purchase from that. Here's that long ball once again. Well intercepted by Matara City Club. But possession retained just for a few moments, as Aful Yusuf gives it away.
I think Aful was expecting Mohammad Afran to make that run, as he had trust and made that pass without even looking, but position was given away. But it's again Chirat on the ball, and Afuf will look for that shot, but it's straight at Tilak City. So Aful seems to be the danger man for Matara City, like we've mentioned time and time again. He'll be the player to watch out. But it was hit straight at Tilak City, but he seems to have gone down. Not too sure what happened there in terms of the injury. Think it might have just hit his finger, Bilal. I think that might be the cause for concern. We'll have a bit of a medical timeout here.
Much needed timeout for both these teams to just have a moment to themselves, gather their thoughts, gather their plans for the rest of this half. There's a good shot there by Aful Yusuf, who also goes in to check on Tilakasiri. Good bit of sportsmanship, I would say. Like we were discussing, Randev, that coordination between the defense, midline, and the front three are lacking at the moment for both these teams, which is why we are not seeing a lot of possession being transformed into attacking threats or goals. Usually, the midfield for Super Sun with players like Kamara Jr., Namal Kasunga, and Bonso is quite good, but unfortunately in this game, today's game, has been missing in action, I would say, quite a bit. Here's Isaac Adevu now with an opportunity to cross into the box. They've got a number of players there, but unfortunately reaches none of them, and ball goes out just like that. Taken quickly there. An attempt to build from the back here from Super Sun.
Definitely, Rangamendi is looking to take that restart quickly, but works against him. And at the moment, it's Jirat on the ball looking for Andrews Nana, but seems to be just a bit of tussle in position once again. But Matara City do bring the ball back down, and Yusuf on the ball. And just a bit of an unwanted challenge there by Ismaila. So just another free kick will be taken here for Matara City. Just unwanted there by Ismaila, but ball again once with Matara City. I think the dead ball situation for both these teams from the corners has not been that great. Not been looking to look for the players in the box. Isaac Devu looking to get it directly into the goal, challenging the goalkeeper there, but second time it did not work out. But once again, on the attack is Kamara Jr. and laid off there. And Rinaz Ahmed looking to take that shot off quickly. Unfortunately, thought that was a foul there by Kamara Jr., but referee says play on. And unfortunately, the cross into the box is not that great. And Rinaz Ahmed not being able to control that ball well enough. And the shot that he got off was not amazing. And think that was a bit of a mistimed pass there by Bimsara. And easily gives away possession for Super Sun in a pretty dangerous spot as well.
Shamal Ahmed with the throw in. Tussle for the ball there in the midfield. It looks like the ball has trickled out of play. And here's Super Sun once again. Kamara Jr. Two shots there. Mighty shots. Straight at the defenders. Here's Kamara Jr. once again. Ball at his feet. Attempt to cross into the box. Rinaz Ahmed has been called offside. Ball taken quickly there. And Aful Yusuf with the ball at his feet now. Looking for Andrews Nana. Play disrupted there by Ahmed. However, ball still in possession with Matara City Club. There's a foul called now. And another free kick opportunity for Matara City Club here. They'll be looking for that cross into the box once again. Aful Yusuf.
Bit of an uncharacteristic play there by Azam Ahmed, the captain for Supersun. Just challenging behind and giving away a free kick, and Yusuf dinks it into the box, but too much power on that, and pretty easy for Tilak City to collect that ball. And the moment it's Ismaila of a heavy touch there. Bit of miscommunication there between Azam Ahmed. Think he was trying to go for the ball there, but Michael in the end was a strong challenge on him, and quick free kick taken. Referee Sudin just calling back play again. And Ahmed with a long kick. Like we mentioned, Bilal, time and time again, that final third execution and also the control in possession seems to be lacking by both teams. So I think heading into the second half, definitely both coaches, Lalit and Ramesh, will have to give strong pep talk to the players before coming in again.
Good bit of defense there by Supersun. Then they're immediately on the counter. Now Kasunga to Kamara Jr., who looks for that shot. Unfortunately, finds the defender. Aful Yusuf there doing brilliantly to subdue that attacking threat from Supersun. And so far, we are 10 minutes away from halftime, and we haven't seen either of these teams score a goal. And I feel like neither of these teams have allowed the other to fall into their usual rhythm as well. So from a defensive perspective, I would say both of them have been quite decent, unfortunately. But when it comes to the attack, it has been a bit haywire, Randev.
Definitely, attack is lacking and coordination not that great, and might have a hold up in play here. A bit of a friend crossing the field, and we'll resume play once again with Mohammad Rinas. Deep kick into the middle, but position I think will be not turned over, but very well dealt with there by Bimsara. But throw in once again for Supersun. Supersun have had many opportunities, Bilal, to get that shot off, but it's I think Aful Yusuf from Matara City who managed to get a decent shot in to challenge the goal. Other than that, it's been a pretty dormant performance in front of goal by both teams. Not something you want to see in the game of football, as you love to see goals coming in. But at the moment, it's Rinas Ahmad who chases that ball, but just getting his footing wrong there. And it'll be a goal kick once again. He did have the pace there, had the legs to get to that ball. I think if he managed to get that under control, might have caused a bit of problems for them. So again, I think it's Bonsu who has gone down there. Just holding his ankle. Might have collected a light knock there.
Supersun usually are quite good with that counter as well. Unfortunately, today, just haven't seen that spark from their front three. Yes.
Bimsara just missed a pretty easy pass there from his goalie, and position once again with Supersun. So I think both teams just taking it a bit easy now, heading into the end of the first half.
Here's Matara City Club with an attempt to attack. Andrews Nana just missing out on that pass and throwing once again to Ahmed. Ahmed to Michael, who plays it back to his keeper and who unfortunately gives a wayward pass that goes out of touch. And in these dying minutes of the first half, we have Matara City Club now with an opportunity to make something out of this. And here's Matara City Club looking for that cross in that far corner. Unfortunately for them, the number 11 Nimna Kacharit heads it not in the direction of goal, but quite wavered there. But a promising passage of play for Matara City Club. Unfortunately for them, doesn't end up with the result they would have wanted. Here's Shalit Tilakasiri once again with that long pass. Finds his man, Namal Kasunga. Unfortunately, not much after that. Here's that replay of the cross there. Have to say Ahmed doing quite well as well to stop Nimna Kacharit from doing anything with that dangerous cross. And here's Super Sun once again. An attempt to replicate the danger post at their end. Unfortunately, just not getting it right. It will be a goal kick for Matara City Club.
Namal Kasunga will have to do a bit better if he wants to get crosses into the box. It's his duty. Down the wing to manage to find a couple of players. He can't be looking for excessive kicks like that where it does not make any sort of contact with his own teammates. But at the moment, ball once again with Super Sun. Going back to the previous passage of play, it was Nadil De Silva who had a lovely cross into the box, finding Nimna Kachirat. It's a tall lad as well, so definitely rising to the ball. But like you mentioned, Bilal, Ahmed doing very well to get that ball out. But pass looking for Afran, but pretty easily collected by the defense. And Ahmed, the captain for Super Sun, directing his players, trying to get an attack going. And at the moment, it's Kasunga down the wing who tries to run past Aful, but he's up for the task.
Rinaz Ahmed playing out of position there. Instead of that wing taking a more of a central attacking role. Would have been interesting to see what could have been made of that opportunity had he stayed on that wing. Unfortunately, isn't the case. And here's Michael now. Leading the defense well here is Michael. Gives it on to Kamara Jr., who still keeps possession of it to Bonsu. Bonsu to Ismail Abumere, who is shoved over there, and as a result, yellow card for the big number 15 from Matara City Club. That's Isaac Adevu, one of Matara City Club's central players. Isaac.
Just an unnecessary shove there on Ismaila, and I think a yellow card deserved, so very unnecessary. And an attacking opportunity for Super Sun, looking to get the ball into the box. Might be the last couple of chances to get a goal in this first half. And unfortunately, the ball not falling for any of the Super Sun players, and Matara City will be looking for a counter attack, but ball back with Ismaila. Quick throw in, and Bonsu on the ball. Bonsu once again. Ranga Mendis. Ismaila. Ismaila doing very well to get around the players and taking a shot off. think might have caught a deflection. Don't
Attempts to dribble past a few of the defenders there. Unfortunately, doesn't get that shot away. Those frustrations just creeping in a little bit, Randev, as we are approaching the dying minutes of this first half.
It's again change across. Trying to look for the left hand side of Matara City, but position given away once again. And at the moment, it's Kamara Jr. on the ball. Looking for Kasunga, but ball not finding. And Ismail are doing very well to recover position again. They look to build on this attack. Combination of Bonsu, Kamara Jr. and Ismail up front. It will be very difficult for Matara City to deal with them. Kamara Jr. doing very well to dupe the defense, but I think he should have waited a bit more to take that shot off. So again, the replay of that yellow card. Bit of a characteristic show there by Isaac Devu. Think if Kamara Jr. waited a bit more, Bilal looked for some options. I think there might have been a shot on goal, but once again, there was on the other side of the field. It was Mohammad Afran, who I think had a good line for a shot, but skying that ball. And another opportunity goes begging for Matara City.
Golden opportunity there for Matara City Club. The player just unable to maintain composure there. And we'll be having 2 minutes of additional time here for this first half. 2 minutes for both of these teams to make something out of this. And an opportunity for either of these teams to go one up here for half time. Andrews Nana just hampered by a little bit of an injury there. Can see some strapping there on his left foot. It looks like all's good now. Charlie Tilakasari will be looking for one final play where he can milk something out of this. Would be ideal for either of these teams if they can go into half time with a 1-goal lead and have something. And here's a rather hopeful pass into the box that's collected well by Mohammad Rinaz, the keeper for Matara City. And ball given away. Ismail Abumere looking to make something out of this, but met with a wall of orange defenders, met with a wall of Matara City Club defenders there, and done extremely well to keep that ball in play. And here's Andrew Nana now. Andrews Nana advancing, but Michael makes no mistake there. Absolutely brilliantly done there by the big number 8 Michael. And an opportunity now to counter. Rinaz Ahmed found himself offside there. And that'll be the final whistle for halftime for this first half. And a rather interesting few minutes of additional time here at the California Football Complex. But both these teams are still at deadlock as they go into half time here.
Rinaz Ahmed being caught for the second time offside in this half, so he'll definitely have to look to hold his run a bit more coming into the second half. But at the moment, it's 0-0 for these two teams, and they'll definitely be looking for a good, strong team talk heading in, and maybe a tactical change as well in terms of formations, as Matara City think have done very well in attack with only one forward up front, so they'll be looking to change that about, as they'll be the happy of the two teams heading into the dugout.
Here's the highlights of that first half. A few formalities there and multiple half chances, multiple opportunities, but both these teams' defenses doing extremely well. That was Ahmed there who disrupted play quite a bit. And the number 26, Rinaz Ahmed, had multiple opportunities, but he just decided to go for that glory shot instead of those crosses there. Here's a good save by the keeper Tilakasari and an equally good shot by Aful Yusuf. Unfortunately, that didn't give him the result he was looking for. That shove by the big number 15 Isaac Adevu that resulted in a yellow card for himself. Here's those plays in those final few minutes. The number 8, 19 Mohammad Afran had a golden chance there, Randeep, to make something out of that mistake from the Super Sun defender. But unfortunately, for both these teams, as they go into halftime, the score is at 0-0. We are looking for a dogged second half here at the Kalaniya Sports Complex. And we'll be going for a quick commercial break here. And we'll be back with live action from the Kalaniya Sports Complex for the second half of this match.
Champions League एक हाथ गैस में हैंगुमन किक पे जब ये नरमने भागी दुल्हने भी दी दस्ते गोल एक गन्नाई सित सरसने समरोक वेने साब्देट देने We are one game, one heart. One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light.
Football under podamoliye, irangal mordhangal kadandidove, onjai ninda payanithotra ellangal taathiruvom. The lights are shining, the crowd will roll. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally
One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light.
We play for love, pride and fame, for every child who dreams again. No borders here, no fear, no end. Just one dream that we defend. Marangal kikkagome, kalathil urudiyai minnavum naame. Now me Champions League varave, unarvadakke tarume.
Cheer ekai kemmak denne, kollo set ekama ek wenne. Goal eකට किक एक देने चैंपियंस लीग में अरमेने one game one heart Champions League satanai aramenne vibidenne jayaganne ek seenata apiyanne one game one heart Champions League where dreams take part raise your flags feel the art football one game one heart hey oh one dream one star hey oh one game one heart Champions League forever we play the spirit of football leads the
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
किक्वे पिटिए जायदा जलल दे से चैंपियंस लीग एक हाथ गैस में हैंगुमन किक्वे जावे नरमने भागी दुलन्ने भीदी दसते गोल एक गन्नाई सित सरसेन्ने समरोक वेन्ने साब्देट देन्ने We are one game, one heart. One game, one heart. Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light.
Football பொது மொழியே இரங்கள் மதங்கள் கடந்திடுமே ஒன்றாய் இணைந்து பயணித்தொன்றாய் எல்லைகள் தாண்டிடுவோம். The lights are shining, the crowd will roll. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally
One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light.
we play for love, pride and fame. For every child who dreams again. No borders here, no fear, no end. Just one dream that we defend. மரங்கள் கிக்காகவே களத்தில் உறுதியாய் மின்னவும் நாமே. நாமே Champions League வரவே உணர்வதற்கே தருமே.
Cheer ekai kämmak denne kollo set ekම එක් වෙන්නේ goal එකට kick එක දෙන්නේ Champions League में අරඹන්නේ one game one heart Champions League satanai අරඹන්නේ විවිදෙන්නේ ජයගන්නේ එක සීනට අපි යන්නේ one game one heart Champions League where dreams take part raise your flags feel the art football one game one heart hey oh one dream one star hey oh one game one heart Champions League forever we play the spirit of football leads the way.
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
kickve pitiye jayda jalilade rase Champions League ek had gas mein hanguman kickve java naramenne bhagi dulanne bhidi dasate goal ek gannai sit sarasenne samarok wenne sabdeta denne we are one game one heart one game one heart Champions League this is where we start together we dream together we fight we are the champions under the
Football புதுமொழியே இருங்கள் மதங்கள் கடந்திடுமே ஒன்றாய் இணைந்து பயணித்தொன்றாய் எல்லைகள் தாண்டிடுவோம் The lights are shining, the crowd will roll This is the moment we waited for The passion's rising, the call is clear The Champions League is finally
one game one heart Champions League this is where we start together we dream together we fight we are the champions under the
We play for love, pride and fame For every child who dreams again No borders here, no fear, no end Just one dream that we defend மரங்கள் கிக்காகவே களத்தில் உறுதியாய் மின்னவும் நாமே நாமே சாம்பியன்ஸ் லீக் வரவே உணர்வதற்கே தருமே
Seem that I think that spark and attacking combination from Super Sun. I think, like you mentioned, Bilal, Kamara Jr. and even Bonzu, that combination in the midfield is definitely lacking. And it's very surprising to see that if they do get a loss here today, it will be very difficult for them. Win in the first week and a loss in the second week will not help their cause in ensuring that they don't get relegated. So they'll have to make sure that they continue their winning streak in this relegation round. As you rightly mentioned, we were discussing that they did very well in the group stage as well. They were very unlucky to miss out on the Super 8s. So a team of that caliber struggling in the relegation round is very interesting.
Definitely something to ponder upon, Randev, because if you take a look at this team sheet here, players like Raish Ahmed, players like Ismail Abumere, Kamara Jr., Rinaz Ahmed, all of them were devastating in that first round. But unfortunately, you don't see them taking a lot of leadership here in these relegation rounds. And perhaps that's something that they can change, that their coaching staff can also work on and capitalize upon as well. And play is underway here. That's Shivankar's first touch there. Not the best. Tussle for the ball. Well retained by Super Sun. Kamara Jr. to Balagamage Shivankar. Passing across the field there to Ahmed. Ahmed to Ismail Abumere. Abumere to Kamara Jr. Apologies, that's Bonsu. Bonsu taking more of a central defensive midfielder role rather than on defense completely. So they do have that extra defensive option in Bonsu. Was done quite well as well to link up with the defense. And so far in this first half, some promising signs as for Super Sun Sports Club, as they are keeping their composure. And something that's allowed them to do that also is that we haven't seen much of a high press compared to the first half from the Matara City Club players as well.
Yes, a bit more of what Super Sun is normally in terms of maintaining position, and seem to have managed to calm down a bit more. And like I mentioned earlier, Bilal, when it came to the second half in last week's match as well, Super Sun definitely did come out strong. But at the moment, it's Super Sun with an attacking opportunity and a lovely cross, and headed straight to Mohammad Rinaz was that ball. So early signs of attack by Super Sun, and they'll definitely be looking to continue that pressure on Matara City as they look to break this deadlock at the moment. And position is with Matara City, a throw in for them, and in a pretty decent position as well. An attacking opportunity for them, and Nadil De Silva will be taking that throw. Not that much of a long throw, but works out in their favor as they move up the field a bit more. So again, not too sure whether it's a throw in or it is position back with Super Sun. So nothing coming off of that passage of play for Matara City.
Of course, Randev, coming back to that discussion we were having about the big names from Group 1 missing out here in this relegation round. We were, of course, speaking to Tisura as well during halftime, and something that he mentioned was the playing field that we have here is much different to the racecourse playing field that they did play in the first round. So we, like he did mention, this ground is a bit uneven, and that's not ideal for these players, because whenever they do go for those shots as well, you'll see the ball just bobbling up a little bit, which hampers them from taking that ideal shot. So that might be one of the reasons that those big names have been a bit missing in action here. But however, have to also mention that that cannot be a consistent excuse for these players, because you have to make do with the resources that you do have, and these are the relegation rounds You have to put in everything, take into the equation everything that you have to play with.
Definitely, Racecourse being an international stadium in Sri Lanka, which hosts many matches, even the FIFA matches as well. So the difference between those conditions and here definitely uh, is very, very important and decisive when it comes to the quality of play. But like you rightly mentioned, Bilal, it is not an excuse that you can use constantly, as both teams are playing on the same conditions and both teams will have to find a way to thread at least to find one goal if they are to take victory in this round, as they do not want to end on a stalemate, which will not work in their favor. And at the moment, another cause for concern in terms of injury for Matara City, but play will resume. Throw in through Shivanka for Supersan. And cleared away there. Powerful kick by the Matara City defender. No nonsense clearance there. And definitely, I think taking a deflection there. So working out for Matara City. And they look to build on from now, looking for that decisive goal. I think the team that does manage to take the first goal will be up there mentally as well, as it has been a grueling first 50 minutes for them. And frustration showing from the Super Sun camp. I think it's the coach Mohammad Ramiz, who seems to not be too happy with proceedings at the moment. Definitely a strong team, so he'll want his players to rally around and make sure that they get that first goal and even secure the victory. The moment Mohammad Afran breaking through and managing to keep possession of that ball. But cleared away with ease. And we'll have a substitution for Matara City. The first one for them. Coming in for them is Lianage Henuka. And going out is the captain, Rusiru Rakshan. Not too sure whether it's an injury or whether it's a tactical substitution, Bilal.
Definitely an interesting substitution there. Lianage, who plays in defense, will be replacing Rusiru Lakshan. So like for like replacement there. Good interception there for Supersan. Here's Shivanga. Nicely threaded pass to Ismail Abumere. And Supersan, some very promising signs here. Just as we say that, wayward pass gives it away, but the clearance gives them the ball right back. Ahmed to Bonsu. Bonsu doing extremely well to shield the ball there and win his team a foul, and that's a yellow card. Yellow card to the number 11 Nimna Kacharit, who has been quite good, I have to say, throughout the match.
And that was a bit of a harsh call there, Bilal, wasn't it?
Definitely not happy with that. The Matara City Club defenders, Matara City Club fans. Nimna Kacharit, who has been quite good for Matara City as well defensively, will be walking on eggshells here for the rest of the match, knowing that he is at a risk of a red card if he does gain another yellow card. Ball lands safely for Tilakasiri. Here's a long pass, looking for the winger Rinaz Ahmed, but unfortunately Intercepted by the defender. However, ball still in possession of Super Sun. The counter disrupted there by the big number 8, Michael. Here's Super Sun once again. Wave after attack. Wave after wave of attack by Super Sun. Unfortunately, though, not getting the desired result. Here's that yellow card once again. Just a little shove.
Think if I'm not mistaken, Bilal, it was an accumulation of the fouls he had previously, but I don't think still that would have been the decisive factor for a yellow card. But end of the day, referee Sudin making sure that he gives the warning for Nimnaga Chirat, but at the moment, run down the wing for Super Sun. And is it a corner or a throw in? It is a throw in. Just apologies, a corner for Super Sun, and it will be Kamara Jr. on the ball. They'll definitely want to take advantage of this opportunity. Set pieces have not been great for Super Sun, so they'll definitely want to maximize the opportunity they have now. Bit of a high hanging kick there, but easily cleared away there by Afran and Shivanka. Looking for that volley. I think he was a bit far out and not what Super Sun wanted. I think they wanted to restructure their attack and look for the cross again. So
Rather hopeful shot there by Shivanga, I would say. And not giving them the desired result once again. Yes. Bonsu. Ismail Abumere now. To Bonsu once again. Bonsu to Ahmed there. Ahmed, will he look for that long ball? No, he doesn't. He passes it to Abumere in the wing. Looks like referee has called play back. Matara City Club now with an opportunity. Go for a long ball there. Good bit of control shown by Mohammad Afran. And this is a good opportunity for Matara City Club. Unfortunately, they just don't get it right. Ball trickles just towards the post. To the wrong side of the post for Matara City. And that was Nimna Kachirat with an opportunity there. The goalkeeper rushing in to block that shot. Unfortunately, doesn't get it right. Here's that replay. Brilliant control there by Nimna Kachirat, who throws it right into the face of Tilakasiri. So Tilakasiri saving that goal. However, golden opportunity. Randev once again just missing out on a goal is Matara City.
I did think that Chirat had a heavy touch there, but he had a lovely control to get around Ahmed. And Tilak Siri doing extremely well to come off his line and block that single path, just the left-hand side corner for the goal. And like you rightly mentioned, a golden opportunity for Matara City. They definitely would have put on massive pressure on Super Sun if that goal managed to get through. But it is still a corner for Matara City, and they'll definitely look to maintain that momentum. Think set pieces have not been great by both teams, and it's definitely an opportunity for Matara City. So they'll have to get this set piece right. Time and time again, what has happened in practice, they'll definitely want to pull at least one successful attempt. And can clearly see discussions as well. They know that they have Super Sun pinned right back And a strong team such as Supersun being put under pressure by Matara City, definitely motivating and encouraging for them as well.
Like you did mention, and the set pieces have been lacking quite a bit in execution here. You've seen some wayward crosses, some just going out of play. But here's an opportunity now for Matara City Club to make something out of this. It's almost 1 hour of play that we've seen here. And here's ball falls right into the legs of the defenders, who do a good job at clearing it away. Once again, Matara City denied of a goal here in this Kalaniya football complex. Shivanka with a rather lazy throw in, I would say, but does well to intercept that pass and retain position. And here's Andrews Nana now with an opportunity to cross. He'll be looking for that player. No, he passes back to the number 18. And Bonsu does well to intercept it. Here's Kamara Jr. into the corner there. Does well to get out of that little hash. He's not happy with the support that he got, or rather the lack of it. Just having a word with his fellow defender. Play goes on. Supersun momentarily gaining possession. Both these teams unable to keep the ball within their possession here. It's been headed away towards the touchline.
Nimna Gachirat has been in the thick of things for Matara City so far, and he's definitely the player to watch out for in this match, as he's done momentous amount of work for them, and he'll definitely want to get that decisive goal and maybe bag the man of the match performance as well for Matara City. But at the moment, Nadil De Silva on ball. Not being able to get that pass right, and at the moment Rinaz Ahmed not getting that pass right, and put under pressure, but deflection of the Matara City player, and Shivanka will be taking the throw. So far his throw-ins have been a bit questionable, but manages to get this one right, and it's Bonsu on the ball. Shivanka, an audacious attempt, looking for Ismaila, but definitely too much of power on that ball. And play will restart with a goal kick for Matara City. A long throw by Mohammad Rinaz, and it's Nimna Gachirat on ball. Looking for Andrews Nana. A lovely turn there by Yusuf. But Michael doing very well to intercept and looking for that counter attack, but Nadil De Silva making sure that he comes out on top in terms of that play. The tussle in position back and forth so far that we've seen, and one seems to be getting a grip on the attack at the moment. Ball back with the Matara City, and full Yusuf looking for a couple of options, and Andrews Nana making that run. Definitely be looking for that cross into the box.
And here's the cross. And it just whizzes past Nimna Gachirat there. He was all set to go for that header. Unfortunately, doesn't get it right. And once again, another opportunity goes a begging for Matara City Club. Here's that cross. Here's that chance for Matara City Club. Kamara Jr. doing quite well to disrupt Nimnaga Chirat there. Raful Yusuf with the pass into Andrews Nana there at the wing. Andrews Nana. Attempt to disrupt. And a wayward cross once again. That doesn't reach his teammate. Instead, ball lands at the feet of Kamara Jr. And Bonsu has given it away. De Silva. Not the ideal pass. And that's a yellow card. The third one we've seen in this match so far. The yellow card goes to Bonsu.
A great spot there by the referee. I think Bonsu is being a little bit too physical there and throwing a wayward arm into the Matara City player. Not too sure. That was also that deserved a yellow card actually, Bilal, but still, referee Sudin being very strict and wants control of the game and handing out a yellow card to Bonsu and a free kick for Matara City. Yusuf, ball into the box and a lovely header there. Just wide of the left-hand side post. Definitely, Tilak City not being able to do anything about that ball. If it definitely got into that left-hand side low corner, it would have been a goal. The ball going wide. The moment. Quick restart in play. And ball back with Supersan. And another foul by Bonsu. At a risk for a red card. Once again, on the replay here. Lovely contact there by Nimnaga Chirat. Just wide of that left-hand side post. Another opportunity gone begging for Matara City. They have been the better of the two teams so far. I think, Bilal, it's safe to say that they've had more attacking opportunities and they've had good attacking plays as well in that final third. Fortunately, not being able to execute that right shot. And once again, another opportunity for a goal. The ball played across and Andrews Nana on the ball. And a lovely defense on the line there by Supersan. I think great play by both teams in attack and defense. Lovely cross from the header by Isaac Adebu, if I'm not mistaken. From that header, managing to find Andrews Nana there. Yes, it was Adebu and pinpointing Andrews Nana there. And Michael, what a save there by him. Definitely might be a match-winning save there if Supersan goes on to win this game.
Rather interesting passage of play here. Extremely good defense there by the big number 8. That's Michael. He's been constantly been quite good for Supersan. And he's just showing his class there, just showing his defensive awareness. Andrews Nana had the goal at his mercy. Michael doing just enough to anticipate that little shot. Aful Yusuf standing into the keeper there. Play resumes here at the Kalnia Sports Complex. Here's Michael once again with another good clearance.
Not too sure whether we can get a replay of that again, but Aful Yusuf, lovely ball into Isaac Adebu, and the ability of Isaac Adebu under pressure to make sure that he pinpoints and gets that ball across to Andrews Nana is amazing. And Andrews Nana, I think, doing everything right. It's just that Michael's defensive awareness was off the charts, managing to get that ball away. And definitely a lifeline for Supersan there is Michael. And we do have a change for Matara City. And it's Hasid Priyankara coming in for Namal Kasunga. Apologies, I think Supersan.
So Zupasan making 2 changes there. Definitely looking to inject some fresh legs into this game. The coach will be hoping that these subs can make an impact here. We've had Shamal Ahmed taken off, who has done a pretty decent job so far in that defense. And Ravindra Dushan going in for him. Here's Andrews Nana. Ball still in play. Shivankar taking it away from the feet of Andrew Nana. And here's an opportunity for Super Sun, but unfortunately just doesn't get that pass right. I believe had he got that pass right also, he would have found Rinaz Ahmed to be offside there. So Rinaz Ahmed not having the best of days here today. Here's Ismail Abumere once again. Abumere to Michael, to the new man. So Ravindra Dushan. Once again, Rinaz Ahmed just making a hash of it there. Not the best of passes. Ravindra Dushan to Bonsu. Abumere to Nana, Andrews Nana here, and the goalkeeper coming off his line. Does well to disrupt Andrew Nana's run.
Definitely contact between Andrews Nana and Tilak Siri there. Andrews Nana seems to be wriggling in a lot of pain there. I think there was quite a strong contact on his shin and or ankle. It's again a lovely opportunity for them. Andrews Nana for Matara City. And Tilak City doing very well to come out of his line and intercept that ball, but definitely will be a concern for Matara City if Andrews Nana goes off with an injury, as they have about 15 to 18 minutes of play time here, and Andrews Nana has been a decisive player for them in attack. So if he does go off, it'll definitely dampen the hopes of Matara City getting a victory in this match.
And I have to say, in their subs as well, they just have a couple of attacking subs in Sadev Rashmita and Ravindra Samira. And it looks like the coach will be sending them to warm up as well, but we'll be hoping that Andrews Nana can play for a few more minutes, because he has been quite exceptional for Matara City Club. But it looks like he's just limping off, hopefully for a couple of minutes, and he'll be brought back into play. Looks like Michael is also on the ground. Both these teams will be making use of this break to just gather their thoughts, come back stronger, because that was a rather chaotic passage of play, I have to say, in a good sense for both those teams. Quite an exciting passage of play, Randev.
Yes, and we'll be hoping that we'll have a couple of more like that, because just heading into the business end of this match, 15 minutes roughly, and obviously there'll be a couple of minutes for added time as well. So about 20 minutes of play we have. A moment, Bonsu Ahmed looking for, not sure whether it was, yes, now Rinaz Ahmed is on the ball, and he does lose out on position again. Rinaz Ahmed not having the best of days, and it's again a foul on Yusuf there. Nas Ahmed, I think the attacking anchor for Supersan. He's been really, really strong, especially last week as well. But today, definitely gone missing. Not something that Supersan wanted heading into an important match in week 2. The casually given away position and a lovely touch there by Ismaila and brought down there. Is it on the line or in the penalty box? We'll have to wait and see. But definitely a goal scoring opportunity for Supersan.
Abu Mere, what a touch there. Back heel into his running line. Here's the replay. Oh dear, just outside of that box, the number 4. Suicide tackle, Lienage Henuka.
As a substitute, when you do come onto the field, you do not want to give away a penalty or a goal scoring opportunity. And Lienage Henuka has done just that and has presented an opportunity for Supersan to take the lead in this match.
And he has been given a red card, and rightfully so, have to say. Lienage Henuka sacrificing himself, because that would have definitely been a goal had Abu Mere been given a chance to go through.
It a protest there by the Matara City players. They think they've been done a bit harsh there because losing out a player with still 15 minutes to go is not the ideal situation for them. And if Supersan do manage to get a goal here, it'll be a mountain of a hill to climb for them in terms of getting an equalizing goal or getting the victory in this game. But nothing to take away from Ismaila's lovely touch to get into that goal scoring position. And he's done his team a favor in getting a goal scoring opportunity, a red card, and also the next 15 minutes will be relatively easier for them compared to what they've had so far.
Have to say that was a rather calculated move by Lienage Henuka, and the way the game is going as well, because they would much rather play with one man less rather than being one goal up. And a free kick opportunity now. We have Bonsu, who just hits it right into the ball. Not the best of free kicks there, but Lienage's sacrifice is not in vain, as the score is still 0-0.
The ball climbing at the right time and the ball falling kindly for Mohammad Rinas. And like you mentioned, sacrifice not in vain of Lienage Henuka Bilal. Apologies, Lienage Henuka. So they'll be hoping that that red card will be of value and they'll manage to get the victory in this game. At this point, I think they'll be happy to settle for a draw as well, securing that 1 point. At the moment, it's very animated here at the Calania Football Complex. Both benches and the coaches seem to be shouting orders and telling each player. But at the end of the day, it's the 22 players on the field who have control of this game. And they'll want to look to bring victory for their team. At the moment, a throw-in for Matara City. Cleared away by Shivanka. And Ismaila on the ball. Heavy touch there. The moment both teams trying to get control, and Adil De Silva. Bit of a wayward pass there, and Bonsu on the ball quickly. Kamara Jr. not being able to get a good touch on that ball. Once again, Raish Ahmed trying to bring that ball down and control, but referee Sudin calls back play. Think it's Kamara Jr. who's on the ground.
I think it was a high boot, Randit, that might have hit his arm there. We'll have to wait and see. And as we approach the final 10 minutes of this game of regulation time, I have to say the momentum has shifted towards Super Sun, and they'll be hoping that Matara City having one less player will give them a chance. That was a high boot there on Kamara Jr. Like I was saying, they'll be hoping that having one less player would give them a chance to find that chink in Matara City's defensive armor and capitalize on it.
Susan will feel a bit hard done there. I think they deserve that ball because it was a foul committed. But pass successfully made over the defensive line and quickly onto the ball is Afran, but it is a corner for them. I think Aful Yusuf managing to find Andrews Nana, and it'll be a corner for Matara City. So anything can happen in the game of football, and we're heading into the last 10 minutes. And it's Matara City with another attacking opportunity from the set piece. So they'll be looking to make sure that this corner comes off right.
You have Aful Yusuf just patrolling around just outside the box, and Kamara Jr. doing well to mark him as well because he's a danger man. You've got around 4 players inside the box for that corner. And in these final few minutes, is this the moment that will take the game away? No, it isn't. The defense holding up quite well. And here's Ravinder Dushan with a pass that trickles away into touch.
I think Tilak City very lucky there. He did come off his line, and if there was a successful contact made there might have been an opportunity for a goal. Luckily enough, it did fall for a Super Sun player and cleared off at the moment. Andrews Nana from the throw-in into the box and a cross in. And Afran, bit of a heavy run there and position back with Super Sun and Raif Ahmed. Apologies, Raish Ahmed looking for a teammate.
Here's Shivanga now. Will be looking for that pass. And here's Kamara Jr. Aful Yusuf will be quite glad that that kick didn't land on Kamara Jr. Flighted pass to Ravinder Dushan at right back. Here's Ravinder Dushan to Bonsu. Ravinder Dushan once again just unable to retain that ball. Attempt to dribble pass there, unfortunately. Ball goes right into touch. A tense final few minutes here of regulation time. It looks like there will be a substitution as well. Number 27, Mohammad Adil, coming on. So fresh legs for the defensive line of Super Sun.
The moment Kamara Jr. on the ball, looking for options. Cut him back in. Plays it off to Bonsu. Bonsu to Shivanka. And into the box. For Priyankara, but that ball does come off. And easy collection for Mohammad Rinas. So decent passage of play for Super Sun, but nothing coming out of it, and it'll be a restart again. Mohammad Rinas will be looking for that deep kick and hoping that it does come off where they can dupe the defense. But ball does fall for Super Sun, and at the moment it's Ismaila trying to collect that ball. But it's Kamara Jr. on the wing. Lays it off to Priyankara. And Priyankara crosses it into the box.
Here's Shivanga now. He'll be looking for Ismail Abumere. Finds him. Ismail Abumere. Beautiful bit of skill there to go past. And it almost whizzes past there. Ismail Abumere going past two defenders. And a shot with his weak foot, unfortunately, doesn't find the back of the net. Here's Ismail Abumere there. Going past one, going past the other. Just whizzes across the face of goal there. And in these final few minutes, game has definitely come alive. Both these teams will be looking for a win. And here's another substitution for Super Sun. They are emptying their bench out. Mohammad Adil has come on for Raish Ahmed. I feel like that's a good substitution in this last few minutes of the game, because we haven't seen much of Raish Ahmed here. Yes. The goalkeeper once again straight into number 26 there. That's Rinaz Ahmed. Rinaz Ahmed with a bit of skill goes past the defender and in the box here. And Aful Yusuf almost taking out that attacker there.
I think Bilal, that was a very lucky tackle there that could have resulted in a penalty, but he did manage to get foot on ball there. Definitely would have been another opportunity for Super Sun. But a bit of a wayward pass there by Mohammad Rinaz directly to Ahmed. Mohammad doing right by getting the ball into Kamara Jr. And Kamara Jr. challenged there. But very, very lucky that that challenge did not result in a penalty. I think Matara City will breathe a sigh of relief there. I think if he can get the replay, yes. Ahmed doing really well to get that turn, cross that ball into Kamara Jr. And that challenge by Yusuf not resulting in a penalty, but should also give credit to him for making a brave challenge like that in a decisive moment such as this. 5 more minutes, apologies, I think 4 more minutes in this game. So like you mentioned, Bilal, things are heating up in the last couple of minutes.
And we'll be having another substitution. Madhuka Shehan coming in for Mohammad Afran. So we'll be having a defender coming in for an attacker there. And looks like Matara City Club is looking to not concede here.
Definitely looking to fill in that gap left by Liana Gehenuka off that red card. The moment both teams going full on attack, and I think Matara City's attack is sufficient, so bolstering their defense a bit more heading into the last couple of minutes. At the moment, tussle there for the ball, but Super Sun will have position.
Shivanga doing quite well to shield the ball there and letting it trickle out of play. Here's a pass into Abumere. Abumere gets the ball. Abumere needs support. He decides to go alone by himself. This time doesn't manage to dribble past the defender. Here's Shivanga once again managing to win the ball. Michael with an opportunity to build from the back here. Michael to Dushan. Here's the winger. Still in possession here. Ooh, and that looks a little nasty. But immediately gets up there. Number 27, Mohammad Adil.
Definitely we might have a bit more added time, as we've had a couple of players go down in this half. We're hoping for at least about 5 minutes of added time, won't we, Bilal? Because we'll definitely want to extend this passage of play. Both teams really on the attack and looking for that goal. One magical play from either of these teams will result in a goal. We did almost see that from Ismaila for Super Sun, weaving through the defense and getting that shot off, but just shying away from the goal. At the moment, free kick for Matara City, but played directly to the Super Sun midfield. And Bonsu doing well to get a challenge in.
Here's Supersan with the counter. Rinaz Ahmed in the wing. Doesn't, just gives position away at a crucial moment. Here's Aful Yusuf now with a chance to counter. Andrews Nana being properly marked there. Not given any space by Michael and the captain Azam Ahmed. Here's Shivanga now into Mohammad Adil. Shivanga once again does quite well to get that ball. Ball still alive here. Trickles just out of play.
Not having enough power on those passes, wasn't it, Bilal? I think just a bit of laziness or actually tired legs. But it was the substitute, that is Adil, who could have given the ball a bit better to Shivanka, resulting in a turnover in possession.
And it looks like we'll be having 4 minutes of additional time here. 4 minutes for either of these teams to make a difference. 4 minutes for either of these teams to win a game. To win this game. Will be a tussle here. Shivanga. Quick throw in to Bonsu, who goes cross field there. Unfortunately, a miscued pass gives possession away. How crucial would that be in these dying minutes, Randev?
Definitely very uncharacteristic by Bonso. He normally does not make mistakes, but this particular point, you need to get your passes right and put pressure on the opponents. And at the moment, a throw in for Matara City. The ball does trickle out again for another throw in. They'll want to gain a couple of meters and have a chance to execute another attack. And like you mentioned, Lianage Henuka's sacrifice there, the red card, definitely working for Matara City at the moment, and they'll be hoping through this attack that they can get a goal in the dying minutes of this game.
Winning the ball back. And it looks like Supersan will be looking for a long pass to the new number 27, Adil Ahmed, Mohammad Adil. Shivanga to Mohammad Adil once again. Ismaila Abumere is unmarked. And Shivanga just not able to get it to Abumere there in that left flank. Abumere still unmarked. And here's Mohammad Adil now charging forward. Mohammad Adil straight into Aful Yusuf, and here's Shivanga. Kamara Jr. was offside there, so he doesn't go after the ball.
And a bit of a time-wasting effort here by Mohammad Rinas. Not what you want to see in a game like this. Both teams need to look for the victory, but I think Matara City seems to be settling in for that draw. Sun will be very disappointed with the result.
Skies it high into the air. Doesn't get the proper contact. And here's Shivanga to Bonsu. Once again to Shivanga. Here's the captain. Almost makes a hash of it there. And Andrews Nana pressing high, putting pressure on those defenders. Looking for Ismaila Abumere, the danger man. And looks like the game hinges upon him for Supersan. As a replay, looks like there was a bit of a handball that wasn't really caught by the referee. Play continues here. Bonsu. Kamara Jr. Just not going after that ball. However, still in possession by Supersan. Feel like we've come to the final few plays of the game as well. Huge charge into Aful Yusuf, and that's the way the game ends. Rather anticlimactic end, I would say, Ramdev. Both teams, especially Supersan in those dying minutes, definitely looked like they were just one more pass away from scoring, from getting that evasive goal. But unfortunately for them, their attack has been subdued. And what an intense final minutes we've seen in this game against Matara City and Supersan. And here's the full-time confirmation. 0-0. The game ending as a draw. Neither of these teams able to score a goal here at this Kalaniya football complex.
Definitely Supersan in the last 10 to 15 minutes showing a lot of urgency, and with 10 men down, Matara City doing extremely well to keep out the Supersan attack. And Matara City will be very happy with their performance, especially with 10 men down in the last 15 to 20 minutes. They managed to hold out and get a draw. They'll be the happy of the two sides heading into the end of this game. But Supersan with a strong midfield and a strong attacking couple of players, not being able to get a goal past Matara City. Definitely pretty disappointing for them. And they'll have a lot to reflect upon heading into the third week of this relegation round, as they'll need another victory to guarantee that they do not get relegated. But Matara City will be happy with the draw here at the Kalaniya Football Complex. And this is the second week of the relegation round, and it is the first match. And we have two more matches coming up tomorrow and day after.
Definitely, Randev, and what an exciting game we've had here. And tomorrow we'll be having Crystal Palace FC from Gampala taking on Nigambu Youth FC. And on Monday we'll be seeing Moragasmulla SC taking on SLTB Sports Club. Here are the highlights from the second half. A lot of opportunities for Supersan to make a difference. Here was that yellow card for Nimnaka Chirat. Rather tame effort, I would say. And Nimnaka Chirat, what a game he's had. Had a lot of opportunities that was created for him, but unfortunately just couldn't finish off. That was another of those opportunities there. And another yellow card, the third of the game we saw, to Bonsu. And we did see another red card as well. No doubt we'll be having a look at that also. So many opportunities initially in the second half for Matara City Club, but in those final few minutes it was Supersan's game to lose with that red card as well. And this was the effort by Michael to stop Andrews Nana from scoring, and what an effort that was. Great awareness, great defensive awareness. And here's that red card, taking out the player Ismail Abumere, and the free kick not resulting in an effort in a goal. This was the effort. Beautifully done there.
Yes, definitely. That effort really deserved a goal. But Ismaila not being able to get, and once again, another goal scoring opportunity for Kamara Jr. here. But that challenge made there by Aful was very, very important. And clearly, both teams having multiple opportunities to get a goal off, but does end up as a draw. And especially Nimnaga Chirat will be a bit disappointed, as he had more opportunities than the rest of the players on the field to get a goal. But overall, a great game of football, and we'll be very, very happy. Matara City will be very, very happy with how they performed here today. And with that, we'll come to the end of the first game of week 2, the Sri Lanka Football Champions League relegation round. And tomorrow we'll have an exciting match coming up for you as well. So do stay tuned, and it'll be the end from the Kalaniya Football Complex. Definitely great time commentating with Bilal, and a great game of football as well. Thank you.
कहता चले लदे रहा से चैंपियन